This probably won't show up too well on video here, but I'll shoot some anyway. I was meaning to shoot some during the initial walkthrough, but I was having trouble controlling the drone. I couldn't get it to go on autopilot, so I forgot to turn on the GoPro. But anyway, it's on now. So we are currently stopped at the old yard at Winstanley Grove. I'm gonna bring her down. We are down to what? 44% battery. Okay. Ooh, that's a bit close. Gonna have to land in the grass here, I guess. Not a problem. Okay. This is all that remains of the old house at Winstanley Grove. A little bit of the plaster walls, plaster and log, old wood stove. There's assorted bits of junk and old iron in the bush here. I ran into an old tumblebug dirt scraper when I was cutting here a week ago. No damage done. But what shows up from the air over here, from the ground, you can't hardly see it. It's the concrete footing from the barn that used to be here. I can hardly see it now. Oh, here it starts right there. No, I guess it started back over there. Shows up surprisingly well from the air once the grass has been cut. But it's kind of a miserable thing to cut and rake and bale over. Gave the haybine a real shaking up, bouncing over this concrete. I'm tempted to just dig it up and level the ground. That was quite a good sized building. Well, let's just see. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 30 feet by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks like it was almost square. If this is the end, 30 by 30. It was torn down long before I ever got to see it, sometime in the 1950s. Where is that scraper anyway? I'll never get any closer to it. Yeah, there it is. It's rather small for the ones I've seen. This is probably a one-horse scraper. I'll drag it out of there one of these days and have a better look at it. I don't have my gloves with me today. So what we have here is a modern trail. As far as I know, no trail ever existed here up until I guess about 10 years ago. I cut and bulldozed my way through here with the with the 730 case, the old Leon dozer blade down, and the farm cane rotary mower on the back to chop up anything that escaped the blade, which was quite a bit. So it's maybe 7 feet wide at best, which means the average vehicle won't fit too well unless you're not too fussy about your mirrors or your paint. Got to keep an eye out for moose here. And it's one warm day. We're well up in the 80s. Really too hot for this kind of work, but it was too hot for real work, so I thought I'd get this done. Something I've been meaning to do for a while. Oh, pick stumps. Not the job for today, but there you go. So this is the T-junction in the trail. This is where I came in, which should be on the drone video. And this is where you go out. This will lead you to the my grandfather's yard. They were located not even a quarter mile apart. Easy walking distance in those days. And another quarter to half a mile south was the other brother, Arthur Nevard. So all three of them were located, their homesteads here on 3 adjoining quarter sections on section 24. Made it handy for working together. This trail has to be cut pretty much every year, or new trees grow up and will eventually take over. As long as I keep at it every year, the trees never get too big for the rotary mower. That is a remnant of this spring's ice storm. Lots of healthy poplars were snapped off by the weight of the ice. Well, I can't do this with one hand. Up ahead we got Brandon spring wheat. Looking surprisingly good for one of the driest years I can ever remember. There, a little clearer. Yeah, it's staying surprisingly green for as little moisture as it's had. Little or no hail damage showing here, as far as I can tell. It's none too tall. It's over knee high, but nowhere near waist high. But then Brandon is not a tall wheat to begin with. Anyway, here's my ride. So that could be the end of the video.